is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video today. We're going to talk about, are the are the Portland Trailblazers done? They go down 0-2 against Golden State with a chance that they could have been 1-1. They let game one get away from them. It was right there, and then Golden State caught fire and put them away. Game two, they obviously had a chance to close them out. They was up 17 in the third quarter. They let Golden State come all the way back and tie it, and that had to been frustrating. You play so well, you get a cushion. Damian Lillard starting to catch some fire. He's starting to get hot, and next thing you know, the start of the third quarter to the middle point, everything goes completely opposite. Now you find yourself from winning up 17 to being all the way tied, and now you're in a pressure game to where anybody can win, and they had an opportunity to steal it still in the fourth quarter because they was up by 8 points in the fourth quarter. They was knocking down shots. Role players making shots. Damian Lillard started knocking down some big buckets, giving his team a lot of confidence that they can really beat this Warriors team. And next thing you know, he turns the ball over in a couple of instances. They missed a couple of shots. Golden State goes on the run, and next thing you know, they got the lead, and Portland has been demoralized. It has to be tough to lose a game like that where everything was going right. Golden State got off to a slow start. They couldn't stop turning over the ball. They couldn't guard nobody. They kept fouling every damn possession, it seemed like. And for them to even be in the bonus, the Blazers really had another reason why um, they should have did that. So I think at the end of the day, this has to be one of the most heartbreaking wins of this heartbreaking losses, especially for the Blazers, for everything to go right, for you to be up that big and still find a way to lose it in the fourth quarter. Just shows you how devastating this team can be. The game isn't over until it's 0 seconds on that shot clock, and Portland played well. Even Stotts and Curry and everybody else told you that they did everything they could to win that game. They outplayed Golden State for majority of the game, but for some reason they ended up with an L. And honestly, it was just about the heart of a champion. Golden State, they know how to win games, they know how to close games, and they know how to stay poised in those big moments, not to get too happy, not to get too rocky, not to get nervous. Just go out there and trust the personnel that you have on the court. Just go out there and execute and make the simple play and make shots. And they was able to throw some lobs up. They was able to get out in transition. They was able to get some wide open threes. And that's what they've been playing. That's their style. And they just got back to playing Golden State basketball. They just got back to playing urgent. They got hit in the face by Portland, and they responded like champions. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They kept playing every single possession. They tried harder on defense, and everybody been saying it all year. They got that switch. They haven't been playing with urgency. They haven't really been playing that we're better. We can go out here and beat and destroy anybody. They don't have that swagger or that mentality that they usually have this season. And it's sad because I feel like Golden State could have went out here and swept the first 2 rounds if they really wanted to, especially when KD was healthy. But instead, they found themselves in 6-game series, and they struggled to close games. They struggled to get easy shots. They settled for that big three a lot, and it ended up costing them basically 4 games in the playoffs. Now against Portland, it has been the complete opposite. They have trusted each other. They have made the right plays, and they had, weathered the storm a lot. Because, like I said, Portland could have stole game one, but they ran out of gas. They couldn't execute. Golden State put the clamp on them, and they made shots. Game two, Portland had everything going their way. Portland had so many opportunities just to close this game out, even with a double-digit lead. But instead, they ended up losing, and I just can't believe they lost this game. And if I'm Portland, now I have to win game 3 and 4. You have to win both of these games because if you go down 3-1, it's over. You're not beating Golden State 3 straight times if you're Portland. Of course, you have to take it game by game. If you go down 2-0, now you just focus on making it 2-1. And then when you get down 2-1, you just focus on making it 2-2. It's cliche, but it's true. But if they go down 3-1, their margin for error is basically over. They can't have one bad fourth quarter. They can't turn the ball over. They have to really watch everything they do because once they lose that lead, once that game ends and they don't have no time on that shot clock, they don't have no time on the game clock, it's time to go home. So obviously, when you're a Portland fan, and if you want to see Golden State lose, this was a game that you thought, oh yeah, Portland got it. Portland winning, Portland doing whatever they want to do. They making shots. They up by 8 with less than 5 minutes to go. It's over. It's over. It's over. And that's Golden State kept fighting. They kept pulling right back in, and then they was able to land the last couple blows to kill off Portland, even though that still was nasty by Iguodala being able to force him to dribble and force him into a tough shot. He was still able to strip him, which they call it a block, and basically seal the victory to Golden State. Now they go up 2-0 going in Portland, and they only really have to win one of those games, even though they would love to win and sweep Portland. They put Portland in a must-win situation going back home, and I think that's unfortunate to play that well and to do everything you can, and even for Dame to struggle, he still made the shots that needed to be made. You look at Seth Curry getting steals, knocking down threes in the fourth quarter, doing whatever he can to help Portland steal that game in Golden State, and it still was not enough. That has to be so demoralizing, knowing that Leonard was hitting shots, Collins was playing good defense, and his Cancer did a lot better this game. And then you have CJ and Dame not having the best game, but they hit shots that probably could have sealed the victory. But it just wasn't enough. And now it's just about what does it take to beat Golden State? What do we have to do to beat this Golden State Warriors team just in general? We just gave it our best shot. Is that going to be enough if we add a little bit more? Do we even have a little bit more to win, in general? Because this is the perfect game for them to steal you up by that big. You have everything going your way. It just makes you feel, what do we have to do now to close out this Golden State game, this Golden State series, and win a game? They have always struggled with the Warriors, even before Kevin Durant. And for them to be one of the top backcourts in the NBA, you would think that they'd come with some type of pride, knowing that they have a chance to beat the Warriors. No DeMarcus Cousins, no Kevin Durant. It's your backcourt versus their backcourt, and the backcourt of Golden State have once again proven that they're better than everybody. Knocking out James Harden and Chris Paul, the second best backcourt in the NBA, and knocking out one of the other top five guards duo backcourt in the NBA, and Dame and CJ shows you how hard of a workers they are, shows you how great they are being able to beat these teams without other all-stars on this roster. Steph is a tough cover, being able to shoot, get to the paint, and find open teammates, whether it's a dunk, a three, or a mid-range, or whether it's just him going out there obliterating defenses for the mistakes that they make. And Clay, he's a big guy, but he gets that ball off quick. You can't give him no look at the basket. You can't give him no room. But for some reason, he always finds ways to do that, and he hurts you, especially off offensive rebounds. And then you have Draymond. He's out there having fun. He's laughing. He's smiling. He's playing hard. And he's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning right now in this series, especially with those alley-oop plays and those defensive plays and his ability to secure rebounds and get easy opportunities in transition for himself or his teammates. And he has been pivotal. He's looking like the old Draymond that was an all-star and all-NBA player right now because of his ability to do multiple things and affect the game in multiple ways, whether it's offensively or defensively, passing or scoring. Draymond has showed a lot of confidence. He looks healthy. He looks good. He looks active. And adding Kevin Durant and DeMarcus Cousins basically means he had to sacrifice the most because he doesn't have to have the ball in his hands. He doesn't make all the plays. He doesn't get the shots that he used to get. And Draymond did not look himself this whole season. And I can say the completely opposite since the playoff has started. He looks energized. He looks looks hungry. He looks like the old Draymond these last 3 series. And if he looks like that and they get back KD and they get back healthy, this team is going to run away with this thing. If they can just win one game in Portland, they only got to win one more game in Oracle. Portland hasn't been able to beat them in Golden State, even though they showed a lot of resilience. They showed a lot of fight, and they showed that they won't back down, they won't give up, and they feel like they can go out there and compete with the Warriors. That's the mentality I like about Portland. Now it's time to actually go out there and to defeat the Warriors. If Portland loses Game 3, they're going home, and they might get swept. Nobody seen that coming, beating Denver. Nobody seen that coming, beating the Thunder. But the Warriors is a whole nother team. They're a great offensive team. They're a great passing team. They're a great defensive team. And they have a lot of star power. This is not your average team. This is the best team in the entire NBA when healthy. And they have to still show that by hosting the trophy. Portland has fought. They have gave everything that they could, and it wasn't good enough. And they don't even have Kevin Durant or DeMarcus Cousins. It shows you how tough and great this Warriors team really is, how much they believe in each other, how much they depend on each other, and how much they trusted each other. They did not play no hero ball. They did not. In the fourth quarter, they took a lot of bad shots, but a lot of them shots are shots they usually make. And they are a very prideful and confident group when it comes to jump shooting. They take some bad shots. They make some bad decisions. They might turn the ball over being a little bit too fancy, but they do enough to where you have to pay attention defensively and you have to watch everybody defensively because anybody can hurt you, whether it's Draymond making the right play, Steph Curry getting hot, or Clay just knocking down big shots and creating space for everybody else in the paint. It's going to be tough for this team to go down. And that's why I have the Warriors winning the series and going to the finals and winning it all. It's no team that has a coaching, talent, scoring, shooting, defense, rim protection like the Warriors. This is damn near the perfect team, and they have been proving that even though they haven't even been healthy. But at the same time, they playing with a lot more fight. They playing with a lot more heart of a champion these last 2 series, and hopefully it rolls over to the rest of this series into the NBA Finals, and we'll see who really can beat this Warriors team in a 7-game series. Nobody has done it in the last 2 years. Who will be able to do it now? You know, they won the championship the last 2 years. Is only one team that literally gave them a chance shot at losing, and it was the Houston Rockets last year. But they still found a way to win, and they still made up for it by beating them this year without KD and DeMarcus. So I don't think you can really use that as an example or excuse anymore because the Rockets was healthy, Golden State was beat up, and they still was able to put them out in less than 7 games, which is sad, but then again, it's reality. Check out my website, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, AnalysisPlayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that continue to comment, keeping the comment section active. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. And if you're new to the channel, check out my older videos. I do discussions just like this. I do NBA breakdowns of legends, players, and even rookies. I cover Summer League. I cover NBA draft. I do free agency, trade deadline, and buyouts. I also do season previews, and I also do a lot more things on my channel. So if you like this video, check out my older videos in my playlists. And if you enjoy those and you enjoy this, subscribe. Thanks for everybody that continues to buy merchandise. I also have that in the comment section and in the description too. So thanks for everybody that supports the movement, supports the brand, and continue to stay active. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. Let me know if Portland is done. Can they still win it? Can they tie it? Or is it just time for them to get ready to pack up their bags and get swept? Let me know what you guys think, how this is going to end for the Portland Trailblazers.